Do not go to bed until you have gone over the day 3 times in your mind. What wrong did I do? What good did I accomplish? And what did I forget to do? The oldest, shortest words, yes and no, are those which require the most thought. Don't try to cover your mistakes with false words. Rather, correct your mistakes with examination. It is better to be silent than to dispute with the ignorant. A fool is known by his speech, and a wise man by his silence. Learn to be silent. Let your quiet mind listen and absorb. The soul of man is divided into 3 parts: intelligence, reason, and passion. Intelligence and passion are possessed by other animals, but reason by man alone. The highest goal of music is to connect one's soul to their divine nature, not entertainment. The wise man should be prepared for everything that does not lie within his control. Educate the children, and it won't be necessary to punish the men. Love that shines from within cannot be darkened by obstacles of the world of consequences. You should make great things, not promising great things. Numbers have a way of taking a man by the hand and leading him down the path of reason. None can be free who is a slave to and ruled by his passions. The experience of life in a finite, limited body is specifically for the purpose of discovering and manifesting supernatural existence. If you have a wounded heart, touch it as little as you would an injured eye. There are only 2 remedies for the suffering of the soul: hope and patience. If you're asked, "What is the silence?" respond, "It is the first stone of the wisdom's temple." In anger, we should refrain from both speech and action. Know thyself, and thou wilt know the universe. Respect yourself, the rest will follow. The stars in the heavens sing a music if only we had ears to hear. Hate and fear breed a poison in the blood, which, if continued, affects eyes, ears, nose, and the organs of digestion. Therefore, it is not wise to hear and remember the unkind things others might say about you. God built the universe on numbers. Each celestial body, in fact each and every atom, produces a particular sound on account of its movement, its rhythm, or vibration. All these sounds and vibrations form a universal harmony in which each element, while having its own function and character, contributes to the whole. Rest satisfied with doing well, and leave others to talk of you as they please. Friends are as companions on a journey, who ought to aid each other or to persevere in the road to a happier life. As soon as laws are necessary for men, they are no longer fit for freedom. Evolution is the law of life. Number is the law of the universe. Unity is the law of God. Declining from the public ways, walk in unfrequented paths. Most men and women, by birth or nature, lack the means to advance in wealth or power, but all have the ability to advance in knowledge. Concern should drive us into action and not into a depression. No man is free who cannot control himself. A man is never as big as when he is on his knees to help a child. Some are slaves of ambition or money, but others are interested in understanding life itself. These give themselves the name of philosophers, and they value the contemplation and discovery of nature beyond all other pursuits. You should help a man to take up a burden, but you should not help him put it back down. There is no word or action but has its echo in eternity. Write in the sand the flaws of your friend. Practice justice in word and deed, and do not get into the habit of acting thoughtlessly about anything. Choose always the way that seems the best, however rough it may be. Custom will soon render it easy and agreeable. Let no one persuade you by word or deed to do or say whatever is not best for you. Learn silence. With the quiet serenity of a meditative mind, listen, absorb, transcribe, and transform. Do not say a little in many words, but a great deal in a few. Wealth is a weak anchor, and glory cannot support a man. There is the law of God that virtue only is firm and cannot be shaken by a tempest. Consider before acting to avoid foolishness. It is the worthless man who speaks and acts thoughtlessly. Know that death comes to everyone, and that wealth will sometimes be acquired, sometimes lost. Whatever griefs mortals suffer by divine chance, whatever destiny you have, endure it and do not complain. But it is right to improve it as much as you can. A blow from your friend is better than a kiss from your enemy. Wisdom thoroughly learned will never be forgotten. Souls never die, but always on quitting one abode pass to another. All things change, nothing perishes. The soul passes hither and thither, occupying now this body, now that, as a wax is stamped with certain figures, then melted, then stamped anew with others, yet it is always the same wax. So the soul, being always the same, yet wears at different times different forms. Envy has been, is, and shall be the destruction of many. What is there that envy hath not defamed, or malice left undefiled? Truly, no good thing. Strength of mind rests in sobriety, for this keeps your reason unclouded by passion. It is better whither to be silent, or to say things of more value than silence. Sooner throw a pearl at a hazard than an idle or useless word, and do not say a little in many words, but a great deal in a few. When the wise man opens his mouth, the beauties of his soul present themselves to the view like the statues in a temple. Thought is an idea in transit, which when once released never can be lured back, nor the spoken word recalled. A stranger, if just, is not only to be preferred before a countryman, but a kinsman. We come from God, as the tree from the root and the stream from the spring. That's why we should always be in contact with Him as the trunk from the root, because the stream dries up when it is separated from the spring, and the tree dies when it is uprooted.